In the middle of the second place tie, I have the Chicago Cubs. I once again have them going 36-24, but winning the head-to-head against the Brewers, losing their head-to-head matchups against the Reds. Their manager this year is David Ross, a famed catcher of that World Series that they won in 2016, replacing longtime manager Joe Madden. The talent on this roster, big as always. But I don't think they quite have the bullpen to beat the Reds in those key head-to-head matchups. The lineup is star-studded as usual. You have Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Javi Baez. Those three guys could be MVPs in any given year. More so Bryant and Baez, I feel like they do a little more to earn the MVP, a little more defensively. You also have guys like Kyle Schwarber, who's always a solid power hitter. You have Wilson Contreras, who's a big power hitter. You also have Nico Horner coming in at shortstop. He's a prospect that they'll see get some playing time this year. They didn't lose too much, although they did lose one key piece, being Nick Castellanos, who went to the rival, the Reds, this offseason. He's a double-hitting machine. That's all that guy does is just hit doubles, especially when he came over to the Cubs last year. And then as for the starting lineup, for the rotation, you have some solid names just looking to prove themselves again. You have Yu Darvish, who sort of, I guess you could say he's rebounded from the rough start that he had when he first got to the Cubs. He got a lot of flack, and I think since then he's really settled in, become a solid pitcher there. I don't think he's anything like he was on the Rangers, but he's still got solid stuff. He'll still give you consistent outings. You have John Lester, who at this point, if you could get anything lower than like a 4 ERA out of him, that'd be a godsend, honestly. I think he's just getting over the hill at this point. He's 36 years old. I hope he does well. I like watching him pitch. I like watching him try to throw over to first base. That's the funniest thing in the world to me. He's so bad at it. If you haven't watched it before, just go on YouTube, search John Lester throwing to first base. It's hilarious. You have Kyle Hendricks. He's going to put in some solid work as per usual. He killed my Brewers with a complete game shutout over the weekend. Tyler Chatwood, he's also a solid pitcher. He's a guy who's on the rise. He also killed my Brewers this weekend with some solid innings. Jose Quintana, he'll be looking to bounce back. He sort of had an okay year last year, sort of pedestrian for the standards you'd like to see him at. But against the interdivision rivals, he's always really good. And then the bullpen, not the best. This bullpen has had a reputation of blowing games for the past couple of years. Mainly last year, they really were terrible, honestly. You have relief guys. Jeremy Jeffress comes over from the Brewers, as previously stated. He'll be looking to bounce back. Brad Wick, he should put in some relief innings for them. Closers, Craig Kimbrell, one point was considered one of the best relievers in the game. Last year, definitely did not look the part. He looked to bounce back this year. He was really awful, honestly, last year. Just blew every game he came into. It was terrible. You also have Kyle Ryan, who will put in a couple innings for them, setup-wise, and Rowan Wick as well. They lost a decent amount of guys at this position, too. They lost Steve Shizek, Brandon Kinsler, Pedro Strop was a big name they lost, David Phelps going to the Brewers, as previously mentioned. So I think while they don't quite have the bullpen to win those head-to-head matchups against the Reds, they are an amazing squad everywhere else. Their starters are really good, really solid group there. They have the talent in the bats. They've proven that. The past 4 years, really, they've proven they have the talent in those bats. And for that reason, I think they will win that head-to-head against the Brewers, lose it against the Reds, sort of in the middle of this second-place draw.